chicken. Ha! Hey guys! Welcome! We are gonna make some food and I am excited. I'm very excited. I think I have everything. It's always a game. Like, do we think Sam has everything within arm's distance to make dinner? Who knows? We're gonna find out because she doesn't know either. And it's funny because I prepped today. Like, I am prepped. Okay, so this is kind of a mixture of two different recipes. So this is going to be it's I think it was called creamy spinach and chicken with bacon or something. Oh, you know what? I do know what it was called. It was called, I got it right here. Creamy garlic butter chicken with spinach and bacon. Okay, so I made this. It's a Plate Joy recipe. It is really, really good. But I have some things that I would want to change. So we're going to do it Plate Joy recipe, Sam style. What breading? I guess I don't know what you're actually asking. I'm not going to go back. Okay. So questions, comments, concerns. If y'all have things like that y'all have done or need help with, y'all can DM me. But I'm going to try to go through this recipe and share. So let's see what we're going to do. Okay. So to start off, we have a skillet. We are going to start by making the Cracklin chicken. And I'm actually going to show y'all how to cut chicken thighs so y'all can have Cracklin chicken. So Cracklin chicken is from Paleo Nom Nom Paleo. I think it's Nom Nom Paleo. Her Cracklin chicken is the best. Okay, so what we're gonna start off with is some skin on bone-in chicken thighs. And I got a couple messages that said, Sam, why don't you buy this like bone out skinless ones? You want the skin because it's gonna be the crunchy part. It's gonna be delicious. And it's gonna be like you fried it in breading, but no breading. I promise, it's gonna be amazing. So let's go ahead and I'm going to show y'all how to debone your chicken. So a couple things. One, I am not close enough to where I'd like to be. Okay. A couple things. Cutting board, a sharp knife. If you use dull knives, sharp knives are dangerous because they're sharp, but a dull knife is more dangerous because you can't control where it's going or what it's doing. Okay, refrigerator door was open. All right, so chicken thigh with the skin on and the bone in. So what we're gonna do, and I think y'all can see pretty well. Okay, so what I'm doing is I just opened up the chicken thigh, and here's our bone, right there. And the bone runs all the way along here, and then you can see it there. So what I'm gonna do with my knife, and I wish I could I think y'all can see pretty well down there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do with my knife is I'm gonna take my knife, and I'm going to, be careful of your fingers, I'm going to nicely cut along the side of this bone. Just a little bit. And then what I like to do is I cut the other side. So there's the bone right there. So I just cut right along the bone right here, and I'm going to cut right along the other side of the bone. Okay, perfect. And then what I do is I take these two fingers. This is so weird touching meat. I just am not a fan of touching meat, but I'm getting over it. I'm gonna take these two fingers. Here's the bone. I'm gonna take my finger and see, I'm kind of like hooking the bone. I'm gonna take this very sharp knife. Be careful. And I'm gonna stick it in underneath the bone. I'm being careful of my fingers. The knife is probably 1/2 inch away. And I'm going to cut away from my hand and up near where this little nub part is. See, just like that. And then what I do is I kind of pull the bone, and take your knife and you just go down the bone. If your knife is really sharp, you'll actually cut some of the bone on accident. And then what I do at the end, and I'm not very good at this part yet, I'm working on it. I don't like to waste chicken, but I'm working on it, is I'm gonna cut just a nice little triangle, I think you can see that way, on each side of the bone. So how can I do this? So I'm kind of cutting around that joint right there. All right. And then this is the bone. So this is that joint that I just cut around, and then there's the little nub. And then we have this really beautiful chicken thigh. So there's the meat side, and then we have the nice, fatty, I know, skin side. Did y'all get that? I know that doesn't look, I mean, we're going to do it again. I have 4. We're going to do all 4 of them together. So take our chicken thigh. You're going to open it up. You're going to cut on one side of the bone. And then you cut on the other side. Be careful of your fingies. And then I take my fingers and I stick them in and kind of cut underneath that bone. And then up and away from your fingers. And then what I do is you take it and take the knife and go down away from your fingers still. Ooh, this one's still a little frozen from earlier. It's all right. Push down, push down, push down, and then cut around that little base of that joint. And then I like to save these for bone broth because they have a little bit of chicken, they got a little bit of cartilage, and there's an open bone right there. And then there we are. Perfect chicken. Okay, so I'm gonna actually turn on my skillet right here so we can start getting that hot. So you're gonna prep all your chicken and take out all your bones, and then we're gonna start some oil in the skillet and go from there. Doesn't like that finger. Okay, so you want to make sure your skillet gets super hot. So let's go ahead and cut out the rest of these bones. I'm just gonna keep doing it the same way. I do keep them for bone broth. I just take all these bones. I have a whole bunch of baggies of them, even in like some containers, and I just keep them in there and throw a whole bunch in there, and I throw the hot wing bones in there, and just like every chicken bone goes in the same little bag thing. And then what I do is whenever I'm gonna make bone broth, I actually like I boil them and then I bake them to roast them, and then I use them for bone broth. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and prep the rest of these. Down and away from your fingers. And it's okay if you're not the best butcher at this. You're just, I mean, honestly, chicken thighs are awesome. They're always on sale. They're super cheap. And the ones that are like boneless and skinless are more expensive because they already did this work for you, and you don't get the skin. You're gonna want the skin. You're gonna want it. It's delicious. Okay, so again, last one. Here's our chicken bone. It runs right here through the middle. And I'm going to cut on both sides of this chicken bone. Down that side. And then down the other side. Perfect. And then what I do is I take both my fingers and put them on either side of the bone. And then put the knife right above where my fingers would go. And then cut away from my fingers. And then take the knife and go down the bone, and then cut around that joint right there. Perfect. Okay, so we have our beautiful chicken thighs with skin on them. Look how they turned out so well. Okay, so she like cuts off all these, like cuts off some of the skin and stuff like that. I don't normally do that, but I do think we're gonna cut off this very long piece right here, just because it doesn't make any sense. That off. Okay, I think the rest look really good. That one can probably. Okay, so the next thing that she does is she like beats them with a mallet and stuff. I'm not gonna do any of that. What we're gonna do is, let me wash my hands, and then we're gonna season these. So for chicken skin, I don't know if y'all can hear me that part. Okay, for chicken skin, you never want to season your skin with anything other than salt. Only salt, because anything else will burn, and get black, and then taste bitter, and it won't be very good. So, the spinach for later. In this skillet over here, we are going to heat up some avocado oil. I always use avocado oil because The smoke point's really high on it. So hopefully we don't create smoke. I already did that once today. I made some bacon. So for this recipe, it does call for bacon. So if, God damn, I hate this. I don't have fingernails to take off things, and it just, okay, there we go. The bacon you're supposed to make earlier. So I forgot to mention that when I made a post about all this. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm just putting avocado oil in my skillet over here. So you're going to need bacon. I made some bacon and I don't like the way it looks, so we're not going to use the bacon I made. We are going to use pre-made bacon. So I'm using this. You can make bacon if you'd like. I'm just going to make it easy style. Okay, so salt. So we're only going to season with salt right now. And y'all know I only use real salt. It's my favorite. They're my favorite. You can buy salt anywhere. Don't use table salt. Use actual, like, cooking salt. Okay, so we're going to salt the skin. Just light salt. And we are going to stick these in the skillet. You are going to stick them skin side down first. Because you want that skin to get nice and crunchy and do most of the cooking, and then we'll flip them over for a little bit, like, less time than just the skin side. Because we want it to cook mostly from the skin side and then flip it over to finish it. Okay, so the easiest way to tell if your oil is ready is you should see it, like, it'll look shimmery and, like, kind of like it has ripples on it. Okay, it looks great. So we are going to go ahead and take the chicken. They work perfectly. And stick it in here. It's going to be loud. That's all right. That was not as loud as I thought it was going to be. That's okay. Ooh, popping me. Okay, let me move some of my chicken stuff. Alright, now we're going to go over the rest of the ingredients really fast so I can show you. Because once you start mixing this together, it just comes together. So, okay, here's our chicken thighs. Just chicken thigh over here. I am going to salt the skin side a little bit. And all we're going to do is just let these fry up. They're going to get really crispy and shrink a little bit. It's going to be great. Okay, so the other ingredients that you would need are going to be spinach. So I'm using frozen spinach. I don't normally use frozen spinach, but they gave me bad spinach at Kroger, so what are you going to do? We are also going to use garlic and onion. Now, have y'all seen this at the store before? This is from Costco, but every brand has this dried onion. I really like this dried onion and cream spinach. I don't know what it is about the cream spinach, but I prefer the dried onion, but I really like it. So what I do with dried onion, and I think it's called, yep, dried. Okay, so what I do with dried onion is I take it and I put it in a bowl of water, so it's not really all that dry anymore. I have rehydrated it. But I didn't have to cut it and do all the extra work. Super easy. So when you have, I'm getting popped to death. So, I really like to keep these onions on hand because if you're cooking and it's like, you need onion, you want it with onion flavor, you don't want to use onion powder, rehydrated onion's great. And I think this was like $4 or something crazy. So, super easy. Garlic, onion, butter, shredded parm. And then we are also going to use something that I had not used before, Plate Joy, that I really liked as an idea. So the liquids it uses for the cream spinach is heavy cream and chicken broth. And I thought that it really added to the flavor. Like, I was really happy about the flavor. I thought it was really fantastic together. So I'm really happy. So I'm going to do that too. Trying to think what I'm doing. This chicken might take a little bit longer than I thought it was going to take. So, we are gonna do something a little different. See? I thought I had all this set up. And I was like, this is going to be perfect. We'll have all this done. and then came up with something different. Yeah, so the skin side down is really, really awesome because that's gonna work. Because it's gonna make them crunchy, and then you can just finish it on the other side. So it's looking great. It is getting smoky. Every time stresses me out, and I know it's not a big deal. I'm not burning down my house. Okay, so we're gonna use bone broth for the cream spinach. And the bone broth I like is I've been using this Kettle and Fire. I have a coupon code for it too, so you get like 10% off maybe? It might be 15%. But I've been using these. I just kind of keep them on hand and then freeze whatever's left over. I really like them. They also have a couple like soups and stuff that you can just like heat up and drink. They're really good too. So that poke cake was really good to make. I've been trying to, I don't know, I want to make sure that we have enough lives that have like actual meals in them, because as much as I love all my sweets, some people need to know how to cook like dinner. But I'll show y'all what I made the other day. So I made Boston cream like cupcakes. So this is my cupcake. I made regular size and I made mini ones. These are the minis. They're pretty cute. And then yeah. That was like the best one. Anyways. Delicious. Okay. These are looking so good. I'm so excited. Okay, I wish I had something planned for in between doing this and cooking the spinach. But I don't. But I can. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change skillets. I'm going to put the chicken skillet on my oven, on my stove, and then we're going to switch to making the cream spinach, so I'd like to keep going, and then once this is done, we'll put it all together. Perfect. Okay, so just gonna set that skillet on there, put a little bit of water in it, and clean it out. Okay. How many tattoos do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 tattoos. Alright, so in the skillet over here, we're going to go ahead and start whipping up the spinach. And I'm so excited about this spinach. I'm super excited. Okay. Do you use any cast iron? So I do use cast iron. Cast iron is really, really difficult to perfect. The heat gets really, really hot, and it just is a lot harder for me to cook with. But I'm learning. It's taking time, but I'm working on it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of butter, the onions, and the garlic. Butter. Ooh, I do like the Baby Ray's sauce a lot. I got it from Walmart, and it had a coupon too. I was very excited. All right, so butter, onion, some garlic. That's a ton of garlic. We probably don't need that much garlic. It looks like a lot less garlic on that little plate, huh? Okay. So we are going to cook up. Okay, so the onion and garlic we're going to cook for a second with a little bit of butter. And then let's see. Butter, onion, garlic, chicken broth, and simmer. smells so good in here because it smells like bacon from earlier. I haven't really given any measurements. So far we have 4 chicken thighs frying behind me. We have about half of an onion in here with about a tablespoon of like minced garlic and then about a tablespoon of butter. That's all we put in here. And then back here we have the chicken thighs that are frying up. Let's check on those really fast. They look so great. They're really, really brown. As soon as I flip them over, I'll come and show y'all. Okay, so our garlic and stuff is starting to get browned and crispy. I'm sure this is a little bit hot. So we're gonna add half a cup of chicken broth. So I'm just using the Kettle and Fire. Comes in these nice little containers. And then there is like a ton of this left. I'm gonna go ahead and stick it in the freezer. I usually put it in a like mason jar. You can even put it in a baggie and freeze it in a baggie so it's easier to defrost later. All right, so we're gonna let this simmer for about 4 minutes or so. And then while we're doing that, we are going to, add heavy cream. Okay, we're gonna let this come to a simmer and we're gonna go look at the chicken. So let me bring that over here. And we'll flip that over. Avocado oil, I did use avocado oil. This is just what I'm cooking the fried chicken in. You could use any kind of oil you prefer. Don't use butter, it will not work in butter. Butter does not get hot enough for what we're looking for. Okay, so let's see if I can show y'all what this chicken looks like because I think it looks really great. Ooh, ice cubes in an ice tray is a really great idea. Okay. I don't know if y'all can see, I'm over there thinking. Those don't look as crispy as I'd like them. Okay, so over here we have our chicken broth and onion and garlic all cooking down. It's simmering. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna add our bacon. So the bacon, I did make bacon. It's right here. It's just really crunchy. I mean, it tastes fine. It's too crispy for this dish for me. So we're gonna use bacon crumbles from Walmart. From Costco. So the recipe then says, add chicken broth, let simmer, then add bacon. And it says we are gonna add 4 strips of bacon. I'm gonna say that's probably, dang it, 4 strips of bacon. 4 strips of bacon, reduce to low, and add heavy cream. Gonna reduce to low, and we're gonna add 1 cup of heavy cream. I'm gonna add half that and see what happens. Because I feel like that's a lot of heavy cream. Heavy cream, and then mix. And then bring back to a simmer. So we're gonna bring it back up again. I don't understand why we just lowered that. That makes no sense. I have really been enjoying Plate Joy, but some of the recipes just say something that you're like, why do you do that? Like, why do we lower the temperature just to raise it back up to a simmer again? I don't understand. We're gonna add the Italian seasoning. 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. And then we are going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. So a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. All right, the chicken is getting a lot crispier now. I'm really happy with that. I think it just needs to come up to temperature. Okay, salt, pepper, Italian seasoning into our cream. And what's going to happen is this cream is going to turn into a sauce. And I know it doesn't look like it right now, but the longer you cook cream down, the more it will turn into a sauce because it loses its moisture and will start to be a lot more saucy. Okay, so as soon as it gets simmering, we're gonna put in our spinach. And I'm just using This is 2 boxes of frozen spinach, which I can tell you how much that is. Okay, so we are using 2 of these bird's eyes, and they are 10 ounces each, so 20 ounces of spinach. Normally, I would just use like 1 bag of spinach, but they didn't have any bags of spinach, Alright, so it's coming to like a simmer. We're going to go ahead and add our spinach. And this spinach, oh, there's some paper towel in it. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so I did wring it out into a paper towel. So we're going to go ahead and add our spinach. I really should have cut this up. I hate when it's stringy spinach. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just kind of breaking it up because I can do it with a spoon, but it's a lot more work with a spoon. Okay. Spinach is in there, and then we're going to mix it in. And then we'll add the cheese. So my spinach, my cream spinach recipe has a little bit of cream cheese and things like that in it. You don't really need a lot of that stuff. Okay, I do want the extra milk. This is not wet at all. See? You can always add things to your recipes. You can never take things away. So if you get the gut feeling like, that might be a little bit more like moisture than I'm gonna want, you can always do half and then go back and fix it. Okay, we're gonna let those cook for a minute, and then I'll bring them back over here so y'all can see what they look like. So we have everything in here so far other than the parm. We're gonna add 1 cup of shredded parm. And this is gonna give it that like really creamy consistency. Mix that up. Alright, that looks good so far. I wonder what it tastes like. Don't taste it. I kinda do. Alright. Man, that tastes really good. Okay, so we are gonna let this kind of sit here for a minute. I'm actually gonna add a little bit more of that. We are gonna add a little bit more pepper, and we're gonna salt it, and then we're gonna retest it and see what we think. I want to, I added a little bit more liquid, and I can tell you why. So it's kind of dry right now, and I really want this to simmer down and like, what am I trying to explain? I want it to break down the spinach a little bit more. I want it to be a little bit different. The flavor tastes fine, but it does need to cook down a little bit more. So don't be scared to try your food. I was always weird about not like testing my food before eating it and hoping the recipe came out. That's not realistic. I just flipped the chicken a second ago. We'll go look at it again. It needs salt. It's a lot better. Okay, so I'm going to bring the chicken over and show it to you really fast, but I'm going to take it off over there because that skillet is very, very large. See how crispy the skins are and brown? Perfect. Okay, we're gonna let that cook for about 5 more minutes, and then those should be done, and then we'll chop those up. And our spinach, man, the spinach is so good. It just needs some salt. It's so good now. Oh, it looks so much better. I wanted it to be a little bit, it just didn't have enough moisture. So the recipe does call for a little bit more broth than I put in originally. Like I said, you can always take out, put in, but you can never take out. So just watching it, eyeballing it, I do wish it had more cheese in it. Let's just add more cheese. That's fine. Alright, so we're going to add some more of this Parmigiano Reggiano. So we want this to be like cheesy. Like, I want this to be like cheesy. Bye! Thank you for coming by, Nicole. I saw you and a minute. Alright. Have a good night. I will talk to you tomorrow. Okay, so we added a little bit more cheese. You can never have too much cheese. You know why you can never have too much cheese? Because even if you're just eating cheese, it's the perfect amount of cheese. It's never too much cheese. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So, spinach is done, essentially. We are done with the spinach. It is perfect. It's exactly what I want it to look like. So we are making a creamy buttered chicken with creamed spinach, but so far it's just actually Cracklin chicken from Nom Nom Paleo and creamed spinach from Plain Joy. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to bring over the chicken. Can I be honest? I'm about to be honest with y'all. This looks beautiful. It looks crunchy. It's not. I 100% prefer my chicken thighs to be in the air fryer. I just do. This recipe has worked out for me so many times, and it could be that my skillet's not hot enough. I don't understand this this cooking mechanism as much. That skillet might have been too big. It might not have been too hot. It could have been anything wrong. But this chicken thigh, okay. I said all that. Okay, I said all that, but some of it's crunchy. Some of it is not. So I'm going to be really honest with y'all right now. I'm going to take all this chicken and put it in my air fryer. I know that I've been trying not to do as much stuff in my air fryer if I can help it, because I know that everybody doesn't have an air fryer. But my air fryer has saved so many meals. I cannot even explain to y'all how many times my air fryer has saved a meal from me, like from being trash. And the air fryer I have, which is I have a Bella and a Ninja. The Bella is $40 to $50 on sale. And if you want to buy an air fryer and you're like, Sam, I need help finding a cheap, affordable, good air fryer, you let me know and we'll find you an air fryer that's in your budget. Because honestly, I'm going to put these in here and it's going to save this. It's going to make this meal even better. I know that I could have just fried it longer, but we're going to go ahead, stick them in the air fryer for about 5 minutes or so, and they're going to be way crunchier. Not only do I prefer the air fryer because it will be crunchier, because the air fryer is not oil, so it's even less calories. So if you're somebody that's like watching your calories all the time and you're really tracking and not trying to go over calories, frying your food is not the best way to do that because you're immediately adding more calories to your food. I took my necklace off. So I took off my S about a month ago now, and I didn't really like the new necklace I put on. So the air fryer I set at, it's at 390, like that's what it's preset at, and I put it on for 20 minutes. I'm gonna go check on it in about 5 or so. How have I done it originally in the air fryer? So if I was gonna do this in the air fryer, I could have shared that earlier. If I was gonna do this in the air fryer, I would have not cooked it in the skillet at all. I would have still seasoned both sides, stuck them in the air fryer for about 20 minutes and been done. There wouldn't have been any mess. There wouldn't have been any oil. There would have been none of that. It would have just been chicken in the air fryer, cream spinach on the skillet, and that would have been the whole meal. I like the Bella. I have a Ninja and I have the Bella. And so the whole thing is I had the Bella first and I got it from a friend for Christmas. And when Paul bought the house, I got a nicer air fryer because I was like, got a house, buy a nicer air fryer, like whatever. And we got the Ninja. It's okay. it doesn't do the things that the Bella I know does. Like, the Bella makes air fried cheese really well, and the Ninja does not do it. So Paul just listened to me. I'm gonna eat some bacon while we talk. Skin is up in the air fryer. Okay, so got the Ninja. I got rid of my Bella. I just trashed it because it wasn't working. My Ninja had got to the point that I was like shoving a bowl underneath the thing to touch the button, and it just wasn't working. So got rid of that Ninja and had the Bella. I mean, got rid of the Bella, had the Ninja. I complained about that Ninja so many times that Paul ended up buying me the Bella off of Amazon again. So now we have the Bella and the Ninja. Honestly, all the air fryers will do what you want for the most part. They'll make really good chicken and meats, and like they'll make air fried cheese for the most part and do all these things. You don't have to buy a really expensive air fryer. The Bella is fantastic. It's usually on sale. It's just so, you don't have to buy like the best of the best air fryer to have an air fryer. Like, you don't have to buy that $300 Ninja Foodie thing or whatever, the $200 Foodie. Like, you don't have to buy anything like that. My first Bella was $40 on sale. So, and I got one for my dad, and he loves it too. So for a beginner, the Bella's the way to go. The Ninja does do a lot more stuff. I've had it for a year. I haven't used one other feature on it. Only have air fried things. So, and don't get me wrong. I'll be really honest, guys. I have more appliances than you can probably fathom. But, okay, like, I don't like the Instant Pot. I'd rather have Crock Pot. There's certain things that I just am not really a fan of. That Foodie thing is cool, but like the Bella does the same thing and it's $40. Like, Dash has a good air fryer. Dash has a lot of good, like, because keto doesn't have to be expensive. You can do it on a shoestring budget as long as you're okay with not having the nicest things. And then honestly, if you buy the Bella or the Dash air fryer and it's a little bit cheaper, and then a year into keto it breaks and you're like, man, I am really into this lifestyle, then treat yourself and get a really good one. But if you're just dipping your toe in, get what works, because you don't want to waste money. But it could be, air fryers are so helpful. I hate telling people they need something on keto, because you don't need anything to do keto, but the air fryers are so beneficial. They really, really help out. I'm just not a fan of the Instant Pot at all. I have one and I used it a couple times. I was scared of mine too. Please, I was so scared of mine too. And I've used it a couple times for bone broth, but that's it. And once you use it for bone broth and you put enough onions in it, you won't put anything else in it. It just ruins the pot. The pot just smells like straight onion. Can't get rid of it. Oh, do you love the misto? I love the misto. Let me show you all my misto, guys. Woo! Smoke it. Smoke it. I don't know what was smoking, but something was not happy back here. Oh, my misto. Okay. Whoop. So this is my misto. I really like this too. Oh, it's actually pretty empty. So I got this off Amazon. I think they're $10 or something like that. So it is, to use it, you pump it yourself, and then you just spray on your foods, and it works really well. Super well. And the way it works is you fill it up with your own, I use avocado oil, but listen. See that? Isn't that cool? And we're just going to fill it up, actually, because I probably need to fill it up. Hard-boiled eggs in the Instant Pot are great. For the misto, you only fill it up to about halfway. Alright. Put a little water in the bottom of the air fryer. Won't smoke as bad. Yeah, it has fat in it right now. God dang, it is so smoky. That's okay. I think we're done anyways with that. I don't have any of this organized today. We're just kind of winging it. Also gonna come down here and what did you do? Alright. Air fried chicken. Now, this is not as fried as I would prefer. That's okay. Because it is way too fried back here. The Ninja needs to be cleaned. That piece is done. All right, so into the bell at 400. So yeah, we just move, we flow with it. We just go with whatever's going on. Because if not, then we lose our shit. Not that I would ever lose my shit. Okay, the egg cooker. Oh, I have the Dash egg cooker. Love it. I love it. I use it all the time. I don't eat boiled eggs nearly as much as I used to, but I do love it a lot. I'm not gonna go put oil in the already hot one. That makes me nervous. I know y'all saw that. Okay, let's just finish up. All right, so normally what I would do is just take this whole piece of chicken and stick it right on top of, here's our creamed spinach, for a pretty photo, but we're gonna go ahead and cut into it and show y'all. So I'm gonna be really quiet so y'all can hear it. It's very hot. Okay, so y'all hear that crunch? You can do that with the air fryer, 20 minutes, no problem. You don't have to do any of the extra shit. Air fryer's the way to go. I hate telling y'all should buy something, but the air fryer, if you're gonna spend $50 on anything, did you see? Buy an air fryer. Here's my chicken. Here, well, here's this chicken skin. It's very juicy and hot. All right, so can I just say thank y'all for being here for this. This did not go as well as I would have liked. I'm not gonna lie, it didn't. I learned a lot of things. One, I'm not good at cooking meat. Two, I don't know what to talk about while I'm cooking, and I need to work on that. Three, I have a game plan. I always have a game plan. I knew if the chicken thighs didn't turn out well, and the Nom Nom Paleo Cracklin chicken recipe is fantastic. It is such a good recipe, and I really encourage y'all to go read, do it the proper way, follow the instructions, but also, if you have an air fryer, fuck it, put it in the air fryer. You don't have to even worry about the other parts. I will put up the recipe for this creamed spinach if you're interested in it. It's one of my favorite little side dishes. I won't lie, I think mine's a little bit better, but doesn't everybody think their own recipe is better? Thank y'all for coming. I really appreciate it. Next week, we're gonna make Hot Pockets. So I know how to make a Hot Pocket. And we're gonna make Hot Pockets. We're gonna use Keto Copy's fathead dough, and we are gonna fill it with turkey and a really good, like, y'all know how Hot Pockets have meat and they have like a sauce, so we're gonna put a sauce inside of it. I'm really excited to show y'all Hot Pockets. Y'all are gonna love the Hot Pockets. They can also be frozen, and they're really delicious. Okay, so bacon in the bag was just the Kirkland bacon crumbles. Nothing special, just bacon in a bag. We buy it from Costco for like, I don't know, $8, and just, it lasts almost the whole year for us for the most part. I don't eat a lot of bacon. I hope y'all have a great night. If y'all need anything, y'all know how to get a hold of me. If y'all are still here, if you're here and you want to help support me, I would appreciate it. I'm doing all of this because I love being able to help and cook with y'all, and using any of my links or anything works. It gives me income, and it helps me be able to do this. If you don't have money to buy anything, that's cool too. I get it. I'm a budget lady. But you could like, comment, share. You can go see my website. You can go comment on YouTube. You can do I have a Facebook group. Share something that you like off of my page. I have a Pinterest now. You can share my recipes over there and things like that. So if you can't, I don't need y'all to give me money, but if y'all could do like, comment, share, any of those things, it would be so beneficial to me and mean a lot to me. I hope y'all have a great night. If y'all need anything, y'all know, DM. Next week, Hot Pockets. Keto question and answers are on Monday. If you have any questions about things, on Monday I sit down for an hour and we just chat about all the keto things that we can think of. It's a lot of fun. I hope you'll have a great night, and I will see y'all later.